Sup Shredders, my name is Logan, aka Spiderhands, and welcome to an SP Patrons video today that I'm making for Chen Yida of a track by an act named G-Grip, titled Winners. And if we switch over to here, we're going to be listening through this track from start to finish as part of Chen Yida's custom monthly music review. We've also got lyrics that Shen has kindly provided to me, so thank you very much for that. Yeah, we're going to listen through this track from start to finish, and we're going to hear what we think. Let's go. Oh, I love the sound of those synths. They're incredible, dude. It's so energetic and charismatic, dude. I love the sensational odd tone to those synths with the groove on the eighth drums and stuff. Oh? Oh, wow. Wow, the lady vocalist is the drummer. That's phenomenal. It's so rare that you get that, you know? She's got great vocal technique and she's hitting those drums nicely, eh? It's fantastic. And great panning of those synths on the side, those little 80s kind of claspy bits, just is a nice way of spicing things up, sprucing things up through a bridge there. Nice kind of fizzly, distorted tone on those guitars with the power chords also. Just the rest of the musicians, instrumentalists are doing backing. Oh, a major turn. I wasn't expecting this, but I kind of adore it. Got a great focus on that eighth note kind of vibe. Like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Oh no, there's some 16th notes as well. 1, 2, no, it is eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Apparently I can't count today. Really fascinating book. So lots of passion behind it. A little bit of extra articulation on the guitar parts. Nice. Nice build there. Bass solo? Dude, what don't you have in this band? G-Grip are incredible. And back to that synthy fill. I'm sorry, have we been spoiled? Did we just have the bassist play a solo? And then we had the keyboardist do some little key bits. And then we had the guitar worker with his tremolo bar and everything like that. That's sensational, dude. What a vibe. And back to the hit. Incredibly tight band. Yeah, fantastic choice here. Change of texture for those pad-like backing vocals. And going between those more sort of legato kind of whole note sections with the going back to the palm muted sort of guitar parts is a smart idea there as well. I just love that major shift there. Harmonically, that progression, it is always unexpected for some reason, but you always it seems like things are going to pick up for you, you know? And everyone's getting back into it. They're selling that performance. Okay, we're going for that sort of key change there, or the parallel majors there. Oh, I thought we were going to go down in tone there. I thought we were going to go for a really ominous finish, but no, we came back up. Dude, what a banger. Chen Yida coming in with the sleeper track. My goodness. I am so stoked with this, man. I'm in a fantastic mood after listening to this. So hopefully you guys can see that. The reason people's eyes don't grow on their backs because we are born with a mission to move forward. That is such an inspirational line off the bat, man. We are just going to continue to move forward there. And I think that's in a minor section, which is kind of sort of be a little bit more sort of serious, you know, where we wanted to sort of indicate that we need to take that see it at face value. Believe in each other. I think that was in the bridge. Believe in each other. The smile becomes a pillar of your heart. That is such beautiful lyricism there. Those words are phenomenal. It's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. I adore that to pieces. I love that messaging there. It's really positive and upbeat. And I think this is it. Is it because of the hardships and difficulties of this moment that the glory of tomorrow will come? Oh, so this is totally about moving forward and never giving up and like overcoming the hardships and obstacles that you come across and continuing to move forward without complaints or regrets. One day we'll be the winners. I adore that, man. It's so positive and it's so peppy. I dig the charisma and the positivity behind it. It's really great. It's fantastic stuff. Speed is the last magic God has given us. Oh, okay. I can go to the world without sorrow and hesitation. And then we go back to that believe in each other sort of messaging there, just for the joy of that moment. Believe it, with you I can do anything. Oh, so we're doing it together. That's excellent, dude. It is a pain of this moment that makes us believe. So we believe in miracles that will reach the end where we can see the light. Oh, that's excellent. I like the fact how we had that similar sort of chorus motif here. We changed the story up a little bit to represent an alternate kind of truth that we're trying to sort of give to the listener. And it is in pain that tomorrow will be brighter. So we choose what we want to achieve and we have no regrets. Run with the wind and you will be a winner. Dude, I am so pumped after listening to this song because this is the conclusion of my SP Patrons video for Chen Yida of this track from G Group titled Winners. Hang on. I got a little bit overexcited there and I forgot to actually put it back so that it was the video as opposed to the lyrics. I think we've spoken about what this track is about. I think there's a little bit more depth to it when I've described, but basically it's basically saying don't give up, look forward. You can do it. You believe in yourself. You know, we can do it together. It's such happy stuff. It's very difficult to make a song like this and not have it come across as cheesy or inauthentic, or tacky. This song comes across to me as very, very genuine. I'm very, very pleased with it that I'm having the opportunity to be able to listen through it today. I adore the fact that they put such effort into their storytelling there, just in a sense of trying to keep it effervescent regardless of whether there was a minor or major tonalities in the chord progression or any of those melodies or anything like that. It was sung sensationally by a lady drummer who also did the main vocals. Kudos to her, man. That was a great performance there. Really carried the positive vibes there in that performance, you know, clearly passionate about it and upbeat and enthusiastic. It seemed authentic and genuine. And I also really appreciated what was going on with like the vocal technique there. We were comfortable and hit her right chest voice. I mean, the backing vocalists did well. She had a phenomenal amount of presence there in the background, you know. You could tell where the power of the performance was coming from. And the fact she kept in time whilst playing the drums is something that's utterly sensational, dude. It's very difficult to play the drums and sing, but we nailed it with this one. You know, clearly we had someone with great vocal technique and they sang those really engaging, interesting melodies, even when the lyrics changed over those choruses. I think that keeping a consistent sort of melodic melody there alongside those harmonies was a smart move, but I'm also glad that we knew to sort of like bring ourselves down a little bit, like in the verse, to sort of show a little bit more fragility or like a little bit more sort of understanding and care. And in that chorus, everything comes up and becomes a little bit more bombastic. The main motif there, we had several different sections there. We had like the intro with a kind of unusual kind of funky sounding synth there, then the drums coming in, those distorted guitar sections with the bass, and then the vocals coming in for the verse there. Everything was very supportive there. And then, you know, we had the bridge where things sort of picked up harmonically with the bass line and the addition of the other instruments doing the backing vocals. And then the chorus was just huge, man. Everything had that nice major shift there with the chords, major chords and all that, and it was gorgeous. And like, we kind of repeated that, you know, we repeated that sequence, and then we had the solos there. We had a very short, to the point bass solo there. We had everyone sort of feature what they could do. Should be noted that there wasn't really a drum solo there. which is a massive shout out to the singer because she knew she was already getting most of the attention. It was so cool and considerate of her to just allow the rest of the instrumentalists a chance to kind of have a shred or have a play around, you know, because you had the bass and then we had the keys in the middle and then we had the guitar do like a really sort of almost Steve Vai-ish kind of sort of shred solo with those tremolos. It was incredibly incredibly caring and really fun to listen to. It was great to see the chemistry between these band members. They all seemed like they were having a great time on stage. At 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes, there's a lot of content within here. I feel like they covered the story well and also allowed a chance for the musicians to showcase their abilities, including the drummer, who had some fantastic grooves there. Those eighth notes were strong, that pulse there, man. And like, again, I love how the guitarist came back a little bit and sort of moved forward some arpeggiated or sort of chordal parts. The bassist was nice and foundational, low end rolling with the harmonies and stuff and shredding when he needed to. And the keys as well, with the two different keyboards going between them for the different tones that they needed. It was just a masterstroke, man. There were four distinct sections, including that intro theme that they came into after the solo there, and it was an absolute masterpiece. I adore this track. Like, legitimately, this is a fantastic song. Finally, you know, the production, recording, mixing, and mastering is absolutely spot on. I mean, we have musicians here who could play incredibly well and a singer who could sing incredibly well, and the story that was told was incredibly meaningful, and I think will appeal to a lot of people. So the last thing here, even despite the fact that I know YouTube did a bit of audio compression to it, I think this might have been downloaded and re-uploaded a few times, this video. The vocals were recorded incredibly well, had that sort of 80s kind of reverby kind of tone to them, a fullness and a warmth there. Nice little bit of core, maybe a little bit of delay in there as well. Nice filtering with the other backing vocals on the sides as well. The guitars were kind of fizzly and sizzly and had a great presence in the mix without being too overwhelming. The bass was nice and subtle, but again, shredded when he needed to there. Testament to the leveling of the mix. And the drums were nicely sidechain and bombastic and just really kind of like kicking ass. And like, honestly, like, there's nice and wide in the stereo field. Lots of change there, especially with the boom, boom, boom. There are little pad things that panned around the place. So that was nice little points of extra interest and automation there for the listener to enjoy as a transitory thing. There were no weird resonances in the frequency spectrum. It was a thoroughly commercial, professional sounding track. Great sounding release. And then finally, I suppose, limiting compression was stunning. There was no sort of pumping or anything like that. It's ready for release. I'm so stoked because this is my review of Winners, by a song by G Group. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go check out their various social medias. And I'm sure they're on. I think they split up in 2002, which is sad. But I'm glad that we also had their music. I'm grateful for that. Stay cool and stay safe, and please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as they either help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world, and I'll catch you in the next SP Patrons video. Spiderhands out.